ready.
Man, that is going to be a slobber knocker of a game right there.
In all my time, I don't remember somebody scoring 4.
Yeah, if I use the word jetapult, it's actually a word. People don't realize it.
Right.
Good try. No soup for you.
And Trey, go get you some wax beans and
Some back soup for the deli, I know.
yeah, go get you some wax beans and
Hey,
have
Trey,
a good day, man.
thanks.
First downs for Central Clay for 1, 2, 3, 4 quarters. Roll call with a spidget.
Roll call. A spidget.
Spidget.
Finally, a song I know what it's about. 4th of July, man. I like that. And we ain't got to cut it off for the rights.
Oh yeah, that's anybody can play that song.
Right.
You know who does a great
Stars
Stars
and Stripes?
The
Sound of the South.
Yeah, baby. That's good. Man. That's cool.
All right, man. Who is that playing as you reckon?
I think Sound of the South. The Sound of the South has a lot of tubas and bass.
This is the Boston Pop Orchestra.
The Boston Pop Orchestra?
Boston Pop Orchestra. This is live in Boston at the 4th of July event last year.
Okay.
I love those flutes. Anyway, I thought maybe, 4th of July coming up, we'd be a little patriotic.
There you
Get a
go.
little Stars and Stripes. How about that?
That's pretty cool, man.
And we didn't have to cut it off in 10 seconds.
Oh, I know.
For
That's
copyright
even copyright
infringements.
All right.
Welcome
man.
to the June 30th edition of Sports Chat with Neal and Wally. We're glad you're tuning in. And it's hot outside. Hey, look, man. It's July. Well, practically June the 30th.
June 30th.
But it's July, man. July 1st, around the corner. And 6 months of 2019 has come and gone. 6 months. Half of 2019 is gone. Just like that. And time just does not slow down. I can't believe that half of 2019 is gone, man. And heck, we've already seen the summer solstice.
Did you go to Stonehenge by any chance to do the summer solstice?
I did not, but I want to.
That's on my bucket list.
I want to go. Let's do that. Let's go to Stonehenge. I want to go to Stonehenge anyway. That's part of my Finding Hitler.
Oh my God! There you go.
Anyway,
the dude is dead. Man.
Anyway, well, I know he's dead now, but he wasn't. He wasn't.
He
in that
was.
bunker.
Yeah, he.
Anyway, the summer solstice is come and gone. That means it's hard to believe, but the days are getting shorter. The days are getting shorter. A couple minutes a day, and man, before you know it, we'll be tracking hurricanes and tropical storms. And we got. Hey, Wally and I really like. It's sad now. Hurricane Michael tore, Mexico Beach up, Panama City, but Wally and I kind of get into tracking these storms, and we bet Diet Cokes on where that thing's going to hit and landfall, who can get within the closest mile.
We used to do that at work.
Oh
Remember
yeah,
that?
man, that was fun. But shoot, man, you hustle home from the beach today. I'm glad you made it safe. And tell us about the brand new Marriott Courtyard at Panama City Beach, right across the street from the Shrimp Basket. Kind of near where Miracle Strip Amusement Park used to be.
Yeah,
on the old Alvin's Island, right there by the pier. Tell us about it, man.
Alvin's Island's no longer there.
It's closed. Or did they tear it down?
No, but it looks like they're in the process
getting ready
of tearing it down.
That's an icon, man.
Man,
Do you remember where the Shrimp Basket is right now? It used to be Dracula's Castle.
Oh yeah, Dracula's Castle. Yes,
man,
sir.
my sister used to take me by there and scare me. I'd be in the floorboard.
Yeah,
Because that Frankenstein dude would be walking out the street.
around, shaking your hand and stuff.
Ooh, I'd be in the floorboard. I'd be scared.
Man, but no, we had a good. Holly's birthday was this past week.
Happy birthday, Holly.
So we decided just to go down to the Marriott, and surprisingly, there's a lot of Troy folks there, man. Saw Sohail.
Well, I mean, that place was brand, like it opened
Oh,
Thursday.
yeah, it opened like Thursday. And besides a lot of malfunctions with the elevator and stuff,
they're going to have
problems.
Little trips,
but it was nice. The people there were very friendly. But I will tell you this. They had some type of algae and seaweed in the water.
Yeesh.
And I sent y'all all those pics. I sent you and the Breakfast Club a lot of pics of the water.
I saw how dirty the water was.
Yeah, how bad the water was.
But gorgeous pictures.
Yeah.
Gorgeous pictures.
Yeah,
man.
they were pretty pictures.
It was pretty pictures.
Yeah,
Pictures.
but it was just real nasty and it stunk. And fathers, we went down the beach. Same
stumped.
thing. But I tell you what really surprised me?
What's that?
Right next to the Marriott was the Chateau.
It's been there.
It's been there forever, but the old Holiday Inn, which is now Days Inn,
Right.
it brought back so many memories of us all hanging down there during spring break and beach week.
Oh, yeah.
And the Hunch Punch days.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, just brought back
yeah.
so many memories.
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
walked down there on the
Did
beach, and it's just, you can still see that old pool and stuff.
With the big rocks. Stuff.
Yeah, still
Waterfall.
Oh, yeah, the
Oh, yeah.
waterfall. Oh, we had a good time. And
That's
talking
good.
about, you asked me something about eating, man.
Yeah,
we went to Cap
Man.
Manders.
You get the Cap Manders tip was good as
Oh,
usual.
man. But let me tell you, it's not a lot of traffic over there because that was part of the Panama City that really got
Hurricane Michael really got
You know, like
got that
the
section.
captain's table that's in Panama City, all that's demolished.
Yeah.
And I sent y'all pictures of Bay Point.
Yeah, yeah.
But we got in and just had a good time, man. Just had a good time.
That's good. Well, Cap Manders' food is good as normal, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think you saw some pictures of that too.
Yeah,
and there was a
I'm
lot of.
jealous
I
of
heard
that.
Jim Jackson was in there.
Jim Jackson, Rachel Garrett was in there.
Yeah, Rachel was in there.
Yep. And shoot, man. Well, I had a staycation this weekend.
Did you?
I bought a tree and planted it. How about that? I had a staycation, but I'm headed to Janine Porter, Birmingham's Lake House in Lake Martin for July 4th and 5th and 6th.
Oh, so we're not playing in our annual golf tournament?
I can't. I'm gonna be riding the boat.
So I was going to be
Crawfish, shrimp bowl, crawfish bowl.
the July 4th Country Club Golf Scramble.
I'm gonna be at the lake.
$30 barbecue plate.
I'm gonna be at the lake. We
Honey,
won't get to
out
play
to
in
dry.
that this year. So I'll be at Janine's Lake House. That'll be a nice little getaway for us after having a staycation this weekend. But anyway, and also I'm going to get to go up to Florence in about a week and a half. Addison's little all-star team made it to state. We won our district, so
yeah.
that'll be a fun little trip to get to go to Florence and stay in a hotel several nights in Florence and eat different restaurants and watch the girls play softball and coach. Have a good trip. That'll be a good little trip. Where's Blake's team going to play?
We are going to Enterprise.
So you getting a hotel in Enterprise?
No, not Enterprise. Bobby won't let us get a
Oh
hotel.
boy,
But that's January the 5th.
I got you.
We're planning at least a cool part of the day at 2 o'clock.
Oh, it should be cooled off by then.
Cool,
Yeah.
snowflakes and stuff.
Want to remind everybody the city of Troy will be closed Thursday and Friday. That means don't try to pay it. Don't come to the courthouse Thursday and Friday. We won't.
Oh, I was going to tell you, man. Did you see your electric bill? My water bill?
Did I see it?
Oh, my
I felt it.
goodness. My
you kidding?
water bill was $60-something.
Man,
I'm just going to let my grass die.
that's it.
I can't compete with James and Brian. They got
They got
Augusta.
just water going everywhere. don't
Signal Hill. You can come by my house and say, there's Signal Hill, there's Augusta, and the U.S. Open.
they? Oh, man.
$60 for water.
Water bill, man.
God. I'm going to dig
My
a
water.
well.
I don't know what my water bill was, but my whole electric bill was big. $370 something.
Do they have payment plans for the city?
Mine. We need to get Jason Reeves on the show.
Let's call Jason and
We
say,
got
can we
installments.
installment plans, man? Unbelievable.
Gracious, yeah, but it's hot out there, and it's just now about to be July. We got another 60, 70 days of this.
Well, buddy,
But it won't cool off to about the second week.
well, the
week of
homeowner
September.
association may wrap me up because I ain't cutting that water on anymore. It's just going to be.
You gonna let it die?
Just let it die.
Man, you got that golf course grass too. You got to water the stew out of that.
Well, yeah, you look at my bill and you can see that you got to.
I mentioned a couple of weeks ago that my nephew went from Denver to Dallas and tried out for the Under Armour All-Star lacrosse team. You remember that?
Oh, yeah.
And we showed some pictures, and Leslie and Connor actually called in. Well, my nephew Connor there's Leslie and Connor. My nephew Connor, I'm very, very proud of him. He's a highly recruited individual in lacrosse. And this weekend, that All-Star team went to Maryland, and Connor just showed out in Maryland. And this is him with a couple of action shots up in Maryland. And my mother-in-law and father-in-law, Kurt and Dr. Porter and Diane Porter, flew up there to watch him. It was just a special event. Connor is such a talented individual. And if you follow lacrosse any or he's going to be a big-time recruit in lacrosse, and to be named to that Under Armour All-Star team was really something special.
Yeah, it was.
And you
I
skied
know,
with him.
let me tell you, when he was in kindergarten, he was doing the moguls and stuff and throwing snow all up on me.
Yeah, he's
when I
just
fell.
a really, really talented individual.
Good kid, too.
And we just wanted to show him, because 2 weeks ago I said that he made this team in Dallas, and this
And
weekend.
he called us.
And he called us. And this weekend they played in Maryland, and I just wanted to show everybody a couple of action shots of Connor competing Friday and Saturday in the Under Armour All-Star Showcase up in Maryland, and that was just a great deal. Man, do you watch Wimbledon?
Isn't that a rock concert show?
No, I'm talking about the tennis tournament at Wimbledon.
Oh, that,
You talking
no.
about Wembley Stadium?
Yeah.
Wimbledon. No, Wimbledon.
Oh, this is where they play on the clay.
No, they play on grass. This is the Wimbledon Tennis Championships. It's coming up on July. It starts July 1st, runs through July the 14th, and it's just really neat because it's the historic, prestigious. The queens go there, and it's just I don't know. I just feel like I need to watch a little bit of it because I watch.
So this is in England.
Yeah, it's over in England, in London. I watch all the sporting events, but I don't get into tennis very much. But
You used to be a good
I
tennis
used to be
player.
a good tennis player when I was small, when I was younger, a teenager, and was in good shape. But I just feel like I need to watch a little bit of Wimbledon, man. It's such a prestigious, historic event, and it's almost like watching something big time. You know, I don't get into watching tennis.
John
It's on the
Connor going to
grass.
play?
John Connor.
What is his name?
No, he was from. He was the
Terminator?
Terminator.
What was the dude's name?
Jimmy Connor.
Jimmy Connor, yeah.
John Connor.
I
But
was
anyway,
just pulling your leg. You
I know.
fouled.
I got all. But anyway, got to check some Wimbledon out for the next couple of weeks, and all the girls will be mad because it'll NBC will put it on top of their soap operas.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, they get mad.
Now, what's the one in New York? That's the U.S. Open.
That's the U.S. Open, tennis Open.
And that's the one that's on clay, correct? Or concrete?
Concrete.
Concrete.
And down in Australia, the Australian Open's on clay.
Hey, I
That's
know-
where they slide.
I got to give you a plug. You put on Facebook a couple weeks ago. I don't know what tennis match it was, but the guy, the little kid, catched the ball.
He ran into the
ran
ball.
into the thing and just acted like nothing happened, man. Just that was pretty
Man,
good.
that tickled me now. I'm gonna tell you what.
That's
man.
pretty good.
Hey, we got a great show for you tonight. We are going to talk about, Wimbledon, that's tennis. We talk about sports.
Yeah.
We got a great show for you tonight. Stay tuned. We're going to get into the meat of the program here in a minute. And we're going to talk some NBA free agency. And we're going to talk about the national championship Vanderbilt Commodores and some more. And, oh, yeah, tonight, mine and Wally's SEC football team pick 'em is South Carolina and Tennessee. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I got it, buddy. Hey, and we also got Coach Adam Brookins that's going to call
Good deal.
about 6:30 and talk about his Ozone All-Star team
Good
that
deal.
They're hosting in Troy, and we'll get to hear that. And hopefully, Coach Bobby Hussey may call us. So might have a few phone calls.
Good deal. Now let's tell everybody who our sponsors are. The Old Barn Restaurant in the land of Goshen, Turner Mowing, Alabama Real Estate Connection, Charles Anderson Athletic Foundation, Southern Animal Hospital and Pet Resort, Alabama Restoration, the Crease Agency, Pig Cafe, Deep South Apparel, Severa Ralph Baker Hastings and Reeves, Crows of Brundage, All-Star Collision, Jones Medical Supply, Health Actions, the UPS Store, Hooks Barbecue, Southern Roots Restaurant. I got to quit calling out Southern Roots. Bless their heart, they went out of business.
I know. Out of such
We
a
couldn't
good place.
save it for 'em.
We couldn't.
We tried. I got to
That
take
was
that one
good.
off.
Good place.
Marco's Pizza, Troy Eye Care, Preston Steakhouse, Stone Cold Heating and Cooling. I bet Matt's busy.
I bet he don't have no vacation.
Bill Jackson Ford, Pike, Mama Goldberg's Deli on the Square, Road Mart on 231. Anything under the hood. Troy Bank and Trust, the only bank you'll ever need. Glow Boutique on the Square. Birds Drugs, P.S. Falk Furniture and Enterprise. Simply Southern Kitchen with Tori Stone. Matthews Law Firm at Ozark. Wise Office Supply. K Rose Fitness next to Chick-fil-A. Raymond's Barbershop. Green Hills Funeral Home and Flo's Restaurant just off the square.
Hey, and since it is July 4th, hey, don't take your animals with you to the beach. Call Dr. Barron.
Dr. Barron,
They got
that's
the
right.
resort. And again, we thank you sponsors. And I look at that banner up there, Neil, and
Saturday
every
morning
time I
quarterback.
see it, I think of just our very first 4 sponsors.
That was it.
And now that much. So,
We
we appreciate
We
it.
really do appreciate our sponsors. We'll take our first break of the night. We'll be right back.
Mr. Neal, is this the crazy guy that does the sports show with you?
Yes, it is. Wally, what are you doing up here at Globe? How long has he been up here?
He's been up here for like an hour, and he hasn't moved, and he's scaring off the customers.
Wally, I know you said you were going to Globe to get Holly a birthday present, but you're taking this a little bit to extremes, don't you think? Acting like a mannequin? We're going to have to call the law. Come to Globe for all your needs. Up on the square. Globe Boutique. Good morning, everybody. This is Neal from Sports Chat with Neal and Wally. It's time for my morning biscuit. I want you to look how big that biscuit is. I'm gonna put this butter on that biscuit. Came from the Pig Cafe out on North 3 Notch. Go see Yanni, get you a real biscuit. Hey, Wally,
Hey,
what you got there?
where'd you get that biscuit at?
This is Pig Cafe on North 3 Notch. Where'd you get that?
Oh man, 231, one of those big box chain stores out there.
Man,
They even got a paper straw.
Man, look at the size of that little thing. Look at
Good
it.
gracious.
I'm about to put butter on this. Is 3 times the size of
I
that.
should have gone see Yanni.
Go to the Pig Cafe on North 3 Notch or call them for catering 334-770-0134. Get a real biscuit.
Don't want a wimpy biscuit.
Hey, what are you doing in the surgery room at Southern Animal Hospital Pet Resort?
I'm about to circumcise this dog.
Man, don't circumcise that dog. Let Dr. Steve Barron help you with the spaying and neuter process. Give him a call. Southern Animal Pet Hospital Resort, 770-1838. You got to be a medical professional and board certified to perform these kind of dog procedures on surgery. Give him a call. Southern Animal Pet and Hospital Resort. Wally, what are you doing in that Mustang GT 350 out here at Pike County Ford?
Man, I'm about to buy this sweet ride and hit 231 and put my fuzz buster on there, brother.
Man, you're going to need a fuzz buster in that thing. Is that a 5-speed manual shift?
Yeah, it is.
My
5-speed like a
God,
race
what
car, man.
Sweet ride. Look at the clutch, everything, man. Hey, up to $5,000 more than Kelly Blue Book value on your trade-in. Come see them at Pike County Ford. They're dealing.
Hey Neil, how are you today?
I'm good. I want some of these chicken nuggets. Well, I want them down here at Crows and Brundies. Wally, what are you doing in the kitchen at Crows and Brundies?
Oh, man, I'm trying to steal the secret sauce recipe.
Man, they're not going to give you the secret sauce recipe. Put that sauce back. Patsy, now he's got the sauce. Unbelievable. Come see them at Crows and Brundies. Hey, they got fried okra, catfish on Friday nights, wings, honey barbecue wings, any kind of wings, and the best chicken nuggets in the world. Come see them. Crows and Brundies.
Who's that?
Talking weird. That's some more of that
That's some good
ganji,
stuff.
ganji smoking.
Hey,
music.
you know, I was thinking, man, that stuff smells.
Did you just smell that?
It says great, folks.
Great.
It says, and smell that. It smells good.
It is great.
I knew when I marked
They
down.
got flavors on. When did they get flavors on Magic Marker?
Yeah, when you started
I
sniffing
thought you was.
the
I
stuff
thought you was
back in
sniffing
high
it getting high.
You used to in high school.
Unbelievable.
You used to in high school. You did.
Hey, speaking of funny stuff, we're at the point in the show where we're going to show our Facebook Funny of the Week.
When did I get to do one?
You can do one. Ah, yes, a Nokia fossil from the MySpace period. That's pretty good right there now. The old MySpace app, that was before Facebook and
Oh yeah.
everything, man. And then
We had one of them.
I remember those Nokia phones. You remember those blue Nokia phones?
I remember that big old phone you had, man, that looked like a dadgum block, a Lego block.
The
remember that
MySpace
thing?
period.
When you said, yeah, you know, that was Dr. Carroll.
Dr. Carroll, yes.
Y'all don't remember this, but there used to be a professor at Troy University.
looked
that
like
looked
Gone with the Wind.
Brett Butler. Brett Butler.
Brett Butler from Gone with the
And
Wind.
man, he would always go, yes.
Every time before he started class.
Yeah, and if there was a baseball game at Troy,
You didn't go to
you
class.
didn't go to class.
You
at
went
all.
to the baseball
You
game.
went to the baseball game. That's it.
Hey, we got some
All right.
cheer news.
Cheer news. All right.
Yep, there was a big AISA cheer camp over at Troy University this past week, and we'd like to recognize the Pike Liberal JV and varsity cheer squads. They both performed really well, and they both. Are we on there? Yeah. Oh, they both performed really well, and the JV and the varsity were both named camp champs in their respective divisions. And both squads also won other solo awards, along with some individual girls winning awards.
I saw that, man.
Getting like all-star recognition. And just real proud of the Pike Liberal girls and their cheer camp, and wanted to give them a little recognition. And we had some pictures queued up, but David, our producer, is running around saying technical difficulties. So we'll give you 10 seconds, David. No, he gave us a second. No, he cut it off. But anyway, we did put those on Facebook though, so you might have saw them on Facebook. the Troy Recreation All-Stars.
It's on, man. It is now. It's do or die. It's
It did,
all
and
tournament.
man, a lot of the softball teams and a lot of the baseball teams made it through their district tournaments and qualified for the state tournament.
Well, let me tell you, I was at practice with Blake,
Yeah.
and we heard you guys just down there screaming. I
Yeah.
think it was, Tuesday night?
Tuesday night.
Oh, my
Yeah.
goodness, man. Y'all come back and won, man.
come back and won.
That was incredible.
Yeah. And that's the JV squad, the Pikeville JV squad right there. And there's the varsity girls and all their trophies over at Troy University. So just real proud of Pikeville girls. And cheer is a sport. Cheer is a sport. My
Yeah.
wife was a cheer coach for 23 years, and I guarantee if I didn't say it was a sport, I'd hear it when I get home. So anyway, but yeah, the Troy Recreation, the softball teams, Wally, the 8U, which is named the Darlings, they're headed to Scottsboro. They finished runner-up in their district and qualified for the state level, and they're going up to Scottsboro to compete. And the 12U Ponytails and the 14U Bells both won their districts, and we're the 12U Ponytails. We won our district, and we're headed to Florence. And that's actually, it's a little bitty town called Underwood, but it's right next to Florence. And in fact, we got all our hotel rooms in Florence, so we'll be eating and
You got to go to Muscle Shoals, man. It's right there.
just right there beside you.
And
I
look
will.
at that.
I will.
You would love it, man.
I will, man. The 10U Angels didn't quite make it through their district tournament to state, but I got to take just a second here to mention that when you take 12 girls and 2 parents and siblings, and you load them up from Troy, Alabama, you got about 50 folks, and you're headed up to Florence for 3, 4, 5 nights in a hotel. It gets very, very expensive. And every team is trying to fundraise. And every team is selling something. Every team is raffling something. Every all-star team is trying to get somebody. And we're no different. And if you'll see on my Facebook page, I put a GoFundMe account out there. And please, if you can spare 2, 3, 5, if you can spare 2, 3,
GoFundMe.
5, 10, $20, go to Neal's Facebook page and support these young ladies that have worked their tail off to represent Troy, Alabama at the state tournament. You're going to get
I'm going to give that to those girls, man.
$3.
$3.
Wally Lowry has given $3 to the Troy Ponytails.
That's
I want
my
you,
goal.
Steve Barron, Jimmy Sellers, look at there. Wally Lowry has come off the hip for $3 to support.
There you go.
I'll tell Addison that you
Yeah,
supporting
tell
her, and I appreciate that, Wally. If everybody would give $3, it would be a funded trip, and we would have no worries. So I appreciate that.
We're going to do a GoFundMe thing eventually when we go
Man,
to
y'all go,
U.S.
yeah.
Open.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Yeah, when me and you do our show out there. It's coming.
Troy Cable ain't gonna pay for all that.
Well, ask Steve, see if it helps.
See if he fund us out on that, man. Anyway, well, tell us where the baseball teams are headed.
Man, okay, we got a lot
That
going
was
on.
softball I was
That was
talking
softball.
about,
Let me
yeah.
go ahead and give you the updates on the baseball. This is the Dixie recreational baseball. All the rookies, including the one that I helped coach with Bobby,
Mm-hmm.
we are going to Enterprise out of July 5th through the 9th. And, man, I'm talking it is every rookie team in every division.
So y'all got all your hotel rooms booked and everything in
Well,
Enterprise.
no, we don't. I mean, we're just traveling back and forth, thank goodness. Thank goodness. We were in Oxford last year.
So you ain't
and
got to,
we're opening
so
up.
you ain't got to raise no money for hotel
No,
rooms.
no, yeah,
Okay.
so we're actually opening up in Oxford.
I got you.
Okay, 6U, A South, that is July 5th through the 9th. That is here in Troy.
Mm-hmm.
I know Noah was telling me a while ago before I left to come to the show. I said, aren't you working that? He goes, yeah, we got that at 6 in the morning.
Uh-oh.
And the city's closed, but not
Yeah.
the rec department.
Not the rec department. You got to be there.
Okay, 8U AA Coach Pitch, July the 5th through the 9th. That's up in Decatur.
Good.
9 and 10 AAA, July 12th through the 16th. That's in Morgan County, which is Decatur.
Decatur. Yeah.
11 and 12 Ozone. That is July 12th through the 16th here. And Coach Adam Brookins is going to be calling in a little bit and talking about
We're hosting
tournament.
that.
We are hosted. And then Junior Dixie Boys, age 13, is July 12th through the 16th at Dothan. And the 14-year-old Dixie Boys, also 12 through 16, Neal, is in Dothan. And then finally, 15 Dixie Boys, 15U, July 13th to the 16th. And that's a new fall.
So the middle of July is just full of ball.
Just full of baseball. And I think our producer was telling us maybe Troy Cable's going to try to pick up some of these games.
I heard him say that.
Which that's going to be really, really good, man.
And when I get through with that, I'm taking my family to Palm Coast.
Where's Palm Coast?
Man, it is halfway between St. Augustine and Daytona. It's halfway between St. Augustine and Daytona, right on the beach. Kind of a desolate
How did you
Henderson
find out
Beach.
about that?
Did research, man. A little
Why don't you
research.
just go to New Smyrna? It's closed down.
I want to. It's like 20 minutes to St. Augustine and 25 minutes to Daytona, and we're gonna stay there for a week. And we're going down the third week of July after all this ball's done.
All the ball's done.
My daughter Addison's working her tail off, and it's ball, practice every night, practice every night. Well, we're gonna get away. We're gonna get away. We're gonna put the cell phones up and get away, and we may. It's like an hour to Disney from there, so we may go to Disney one day. And thought about doing a little airboat ride and may cruise down one of those creeks on an inner tube. They got all that kind of stuff. But looking forward to that. Looking forward to that.
Well, Neal, since we're talking about baseball, we need to go ahead and do our Marco's Pizza Player of the Week.
It's all you this week.
It's
man.
all
Tell
me,
us
and
all
it's
about
going to be Bailey Sparrow. Actually, he's our neighbor. Bailey plays for the Wiregrass Cardinals.
That's a travel ball
squad where they play American Legion teams. They go all over. It's big time.
Oh, the Wiregrass Cardinals been around
It's
a long
time. But Bailey last week had a great showing out. I think he went 3-3 played great at second base. They even played the American Legion 19 team, and this is
19 years old.
19-year-old team.
Yeah.
They lost to them, but man, they
Gave him a run for the money.
Wow. So Bailey Sparrow, just go show them your driver's license and get you a one-topping large pizza at one of our great sponsors, Marco's Pizza.
Good deal. Bailey Sparrow, congratulations. Large one-topping Marco's Pizza for being a great travel ball player.
Exactly.
How about that?
And a great Charles Henderson player.
That's right. College football, we couldn't have a show without having college football.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we got to let everybody know, eight more Saturdays
Heck yeah, man.
till we get college football. Can we make it 8 more Saturdays?
I know, man. I'm getting jittery.
8 more Saturdays to college football. And with that, it's time for our SEC picks. Let me get over here and get mine. You got yours?
Oh, yeah, we ready, but let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
You know we're going to have to pay some bills before we get our picks.
We
So
do?
I think we need to take
All
our
right.
next commercial break.
There you go.
So we'll be right
We
back.
come back,
Hey,
we're going to pick
go.
Tennessee and South Carolina
Got 'em.
right after this break. What you got, man?
Man,
What's wrong with this thing?
I done wrecked my kayak, man.
What'd you do, run into a weather buoy out there?
Yeah, I ran into one of those
Out in the
weather
Gulf?
views. Yeah, I sure did, man.
Unbelievable, man. What are we going to do? What are we going to do about all this?
I don't know,
We're
man.
gonna crack up
I got to go
Hey,
to see
man,
that
you have
lake.
any insurance?
Ma'am?
Insurance?
I don't have any
He
insurance.
should have went to Crease Insurance Agency out on 231 and got him some insurance. Now he's got to pay cash money for this kayak, doesn't he?
Yeah, he sure does.
Listen to the beach worker right here. He's got to pay cash for his kayaks. Visit Mike Crease, the Crease Agency, the only insurance agent you'll ever need. Wally, where you been, man?
Neal, I've been across the street
Good
over
Lord,
there.
what are you going to do with all that?
I was across the street over there. The line was out the door, man. And I saw the UPS store, so I thought I'd come in here and see
Well, I'm
if I
glad
could
you
get
came to the
mail.
UPS store. Unbelievable.
Let me help you with that.
Dude, look at this, man. Can you help him mail all this?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Good deal.
I'll
Hey,
and everything for you.
Grade A customer service at the UPS store. Give them a call today, 566-9470. Don't go across the street. Go to the UPS store for all your copying, printing, and shipping needs.
Hey, Neal, man, I need some help, man. I watched Point Break last night with Patrick Swayze.
What happened? Here comes the lifeguard.
Same guys yesterday. You already wrecked my kayak and got an insurance.
Are you okay?
Man, I think I
Pulled your leg
pulled
muscle?
my leg muscle.
You're going to have to go to Health Action to get that worked out with physical therapy. Give them a call, 670-5435. Health Action's in front of Hook's Barbecue. Man, I hope you're okay.
I hope too. Hey, Neal, what's going on, brother?
What are you doing with that wood?
Oh, man, my neighbor's out of town, so I'm going to fire me up a barbecue pit right here.
Wait. I don't think this is a barbecue pit.
Yeah, it is a barbecue pit. I'm hungry, man, so I'm going to make some barbecue.
Haven't I told you? Call Hook's Barbecue, 808-8008 for all your barbecue needs. Go through the drive-thru, get you some ribs, get you some barbecue. What are you doing at James Sparrow's house? This is not a barbecue.
I think it's a barbecue grill.
That is not a barbecue grill. All your cater needs when your family comes home, 808-8008 Hook's Barbecue. They'll handle all your barbecue needs. Wally, what you got there?
Hey, man, I'm fishing for sharks, dude.
A cave holding wigglers?
Oh, heck yeah, man. When you're deep south of Carroll, you look good, you feel good, you can fish good.
Well, I got on these.
I
drop the hook. We're going to get him next time.
This is the show Billy Jeffcoat watches all the time now.
Still watching it?
No, it's not Dallas. It's something else. It's on Netflix.
And they use this tune?
That's what they say.
That's copyright. You can't use that tune.
I don't know, man.
Man, I used to watch that every week. In fifth grade, it was Who Shot J.R.
JR. Well, I tell you who didn't shoot JR. He's on the phone with us,
Who's
and
that?
that is Coach Adam Brookins. Welcome, my friend.
Good evening, Coach Brookins.
What's going on, guys?
What's up, man?
First of all, thank you for calling and talking to us about these kids' baseball. It is very special to those kids. I know Wally's going to ask you about 1,000 questions.
Well,
All right, I'm ready for it.
well, Adam, first off, congratulations on winning the league and being able to coach the 2019 Ozone A team. So tell us a little bit about what y'all got going on talent-wise, and also tell the viewing audience about your tournament that's going to be hosted here in Troy, Alabama, because we do want a lot of people to come watch you guys play.
Support.
So tell us a little bit about the team.
Okay, yeah, I think we set up pretty well pitching. I mean, we've got at least 6 pitchers that can actually go out there and throw a ton of strikes, and so when you get deep into the tournament, you have to waste a little pitching. We're not really hurting for who we're going to put in there to take us through the next game. We hit the ball fairly well, and one thing about this team is they're really, really fast. So walks and errors, you're going to turn to extra bases pretty quick in the next few pitches, because we're going to be ready to run. So,
Yeah, I know y'all got some speed on that team, buddy. Whew.
yeah, the outfield, I mean, everybody in the outfield can run. I mean, defensively, I mean, I think we're really, really, really solid. Not going to make very many mistakes, and that's what's going to win ball games. And you got pitchers that can throw strikes. We're probably not going to overpower a lot of teams with our pitching. We're not going to strike out a ton of people. But when they hit the ball, we're going to make the plays and get the out. So that's what's going to help us out.
So Coach Brookins, y'all are not just the host team. Y'all are going to, you think, very well compete for the championship.
Oh yeah, I mean, these kids. That's what they think every time they take the field. You go to some of these tournaments, these state tournaments, and the host team aren't real well. I think the other 15 teams that come to Troy on July the 12th know that when they have to go against us,
They already know.
It's going to be a tough ball game.
They already know. That's
Yeah.
good.
Do y'all know who you open up with, Adam?
Southeast Montgomery Blue, from what I understand. A lot of the tournaments, the bracket hadn't completely been filled out. This next coming up weekend, you play these district tournaments, and then if you come in second, then you go on and play sub-state, and so the sub-state tournament will be this upcoming weekend. So
Yeah.
that'll complete the bracket. But as far as I understand, we play Southeast Montgomery Blue. In
That's
the
Fred
first round.
Lilly's team.
That's Fred Lindy's
Fred Lilly's son plays on that team.
guy we know up at the Supreme Court. Got a son on that team. That's
Yeah.
pretty neat.
So y'all need to do a little scouting report for us.
All right, get on it, Wally.
Yeah, I'll do some scouting. But Adam, do you know what time you will play, or do you know about the opening ceremonies? That's something I need to get out.
The opening ceremonies, I believe, are at 2 o'clock on Friday afternoon. We won't play until 7 o'clock that night.
Good. Okay.
Nice and cool at 2 o'clock.
Yes, that'd be a good night game. Be well rested for that.
Like Adam, last year I was a host family, and I am not joking. I brought out a beach umbrella. You remember that?
It gets warm.
Hey, everybody wanted to be up under my beach
Beach
umbrella.
umbrella. I remember that exactly.
But you know what? It's going to be warm for everybody. So
I know.
Everybody's
I know.
got the upper hand.
I got you, Coach Brookins. Thank you for calling.
Yeah, Adam, thanks for calling, buddy.
And best of luck with that squad, and show them that y'all are not just a host city, even though we know you're not.
Okay, I appreciate it, and I'll be looking forward to getting that scouting report from y'all.
Gotcha. Thanks, Adam. Take care,
Thanks,
bud.
Adam. See you.
And
Adam
Coach
Brooks.
Brookins right here. We got Coach Brookins called during the commercial, so we went ahead and took his call. I know everybody's waiting on the South Carolina and Tennessee picks.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
we're going backwards in alphabetical order from Z to A, and next on the list is Tennessee, the Volunteers. And I'll go first.
Okay.
And I pre-picked these a week or two ago. And Wally, I got Tennessee going 8-4.
8-4.
I do. And let me go ahead and tell you who I got. I got them going 3-0 right out of the gate. They're going to beat Georgia State. Now, I know my brother-in-law, Dustin Wilcott, not going to like that, but he played for Georgia State. They're going to beat Georgia State, and that's a Sun Belt team. So And then this is gonna be a big one, but I got them winning it, and this is gonna put them on a high horse to think they're gonna have a great year, but they're gonna end up 8-4. They're gonna beat the BYU Cougars in Knoxville. They'll be 2-0. Then they're gonna beat the Mocs of Chattanooga. They'll be 3-0. Dave Williams. Then on the 4th week, they're gonna go down to Gainesville, and Dan Mullen will have them ready. Florida beats Tennessee. Then they got a week off, and then Georgia comes to Knoxville. They lose 2 in a row. Mississippi State comes to Knoxville. They lose 3 in a row. Alabama and Tuscaloosa, they lose 4 in a row. Excuse me. And then they win out. They beat South Carolina. They beat UAB. They beat Kentucky, Missouri, and Vanderbilt. 8-4 Tennessee Volunteers.
8-4.
There you have it, folks. All right, Wally, what you got on Tennessee?
Put your money on me, folks. Neil,
me.
I got them 6-6.
6-6.
All right.
Come on with it, brother.
Let's go. They're going to win the first game, of course, against Georgia State.
Got you.
But let me tell you, BYU,
Uh-oh.
they may have a Heisman Trophy quarterback coming in.
So you picking
brother.
BYU?
BYU.
Uh-oh.
Upset right there, Brady.
Okay.
Then they're going to beat David Williams' team,
Gotcha.
Chattanooga. And then, like you said, Florida, they're going to lose to them.
Okay.
They're also going to lose to Georgia.
Gotcha.
They're going to get beat by Mississippi State.
Gotcha.
And they're going to get beat by Alabama.
Gotcha.
Kind of like what you
Kind
had.
of close, yeah.
But they come back strong with South Carolina. They're going to win that. They're going to win UAB.
Mm-hmm.
I got them winning Kentucky, but
Okay.
again, that's going to be a tight game.
I do.
I think.
Yeah.
And of course, they're going to beat Missouri, and
They're
then
going to beat Missouri in Columbia.
in Columbia,
Okay.
and then I have them losing to Vandy.
Losing to Vandy.
And if you remember last
6-6.
week,
Yep.
I had Vandy 4-8, and they were winning against
Tennessee. That's right. I remember that. I was going to cross-reference you and see if you remembered.
I got it.
I was going to cross-reference and see if you remembered. Next up, South Carolina, the Gamecocks. Now, trouble on the horizon.
Trouble on the road.
Trouble on the horizon. I got South Carolina going 4-8. Now, you know South Carolina is got the pride, and they got Muschamp over there. And let me tell you, after this 4-8 campaign, Muschamp's out of there. Well, I like Muschamp. You know, he was at Auburn, and he's been around, and he's a fiery guy, and a lot of emotion on the sidelines. But I got him going 4-8. I got him losing the first game to North Carolina. I got him winning the second game against Charleston Southern. I got him losing game 3 against Alabama. I got them losing game 4 in Columbia, Missouri. I got them beating Kentucky. I got them losing to Georgia. I got them losing to Florida. I got them losing to Tennessee. That's one of Tennessee's big victory. I got them beating Vanderbilt. I got them beating Appalachian State, losing to Texas A&M, and losing to Clemson. I got them going 4-8. What a bad year for the Palmetto State. South Carolina 4-8, Muschamp gone. That's Neal's prediction.
All right. I'm a little more in favor of them. I got
Okay.
them as well, 6-6.
So you got Tennessee and South Carolina both 6-6.
And let me tell you,
Bring
my
it to me,
prediction.
brother.
Of course, they're going to beat North Carolina.
Okay.
They're
I got
gonna
them losing.
beat-
I got them losing North Carolina. Go ahead.
How is it? Man, North Carolina, wow.
Tar Heels been playing good, man. They went to a bowl last year.
Oh, okay. Charleston Southern, I got them losing.
I think
I
North
got
Carolina beat South Carolina last
Man,
year.
I know. I'm sorry, Charleston Southern, they win. They're going to lose to Alabama.
Yep.
They're going to beat Missouri, and they're going to beat Kentucky. And I had that as a questionable game. Did you have them losing to Kentucky?
No, I got them beating Kentucky.
Okay. I got them losing to Georgia. I got them losing to Florida. I got them losing to Tennessee. But I have them beating Vandy and Appalachian State. And then I think just like you, they lose out Texas A&M and Clemson. But I'm still
So
on.
our different games are North Carolina, Missouri.
Yeah, but I am still on your same boat saying I think this is his last.
This is Muschamp's gone. So even if he goes 6-6, Muschamp's gone.
I mean, it's getting to the point that Clemson and South Carolina is like Alabama and Auburn.
Yeah.
And Auburn loses their coach because they cannot beat Clemson.
Yeah, it's just, you're right. It's hard times for South Carolina because Clemson is doing so well. It's hard times at Auburn for Gus because Alabama's doing so well. You got to keep up with the Joneses, and they don't. But anyway, I got South Carolina going 4-8. I got Tennessee going 8-4. Wally's got South Carolina going 6-6. and Tennessee going 6 and 6.
6.
It's going to be fun to keep up with this.
I can't wait to get my free meal.
We're 4 teams into our SEC Pick'em. Next week, Missouri and Mississippi State. So stay tuned for next week for Missouri and Mississippi State. We got to take another break. We'll be right back.
Well, hey there, Mr. Wally. How you doing?
Doing well.
Good. How'd you get in here?
I better not tell you.
Uh-oh.
They don't even open till 4. Well, I'm waiting to hear Mr. Winnie Traver play, and I'm going to get me one of these bad boy steaks that they won an award for.
Best steak in the States. Also, best catfish awards a couple years in a row. Hey, my personal favorite is the fried shrimp and the cheese grits. Also, not mentioning the cheese biscuits that come out before the meal. You're going to love that.
I know.
And a little live music, like you said, Mr. Lenny Traylor, you can't beat it down at the old barn in Goshen, Alabama. Come see them.
Come see us.
Man, what in the world? You just ain't T-bone me right here. What in the heck? Playing with fidget spinner? Wally, did you have a wreck?
Mr. Wally?
Man, this girl right here is playing with this fidget spinner, texting on the phone and T-bone me right here in the parking lot. I was about to go pay my speeding ticket.
Right here at the police station?
Yeah.
Well, luckily at the police station, we can just call All-Star Collision 808-8822. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm sorry. Can I have the fidget spinner back?
Yeah, you can have
Please,
it.
Mr. Wally.
All
Thank
she's
you.
worried about is a fidget spinner. Call All-Star Collision for all your accidents. 808-8822.
You gained donuts? Moving on up to the big time.
What's going on, Monopoly Man?
Oh man, Neal, I have
You got money going everywhere.
I have bought up every bit of Troy, Alabama, but I'm missing a few spots right down here. Who can I call?
Man, you need to call Toby and Dean Adams at the Alabama Real Estate Connection. They'll let you finish buying all of Troy and Pike County. They're the best agents in town. They will work the hardest to get you the best deal. Give them a call, 566-4765. I promise you, you won't be disappointed. Hey, they're dealing at the Alabama Real Estate Connection.
Roughing the kicker. Roughing the kicker.
What kind of call is that? You can't see nothing.
Yeah, I
You can't
can.
throw a football flag in a basketball game.
Yeah, I can.
You need to go get your eyes checked, like for real checked.
Where at?
Troy Eye Care, 566-7172. Troy Eye Care on Highway 87. Don't be calling basketball unless you get your eyes checked.
Oh, Wally, what are you doing back here?
Oh, man,
That thing's hot now.
I can tell.
They serve hot steam sub sandwiches here at Mama Goldberg's in Troy, Alabama. And you will burn yourself on that steam. And they got Rice Krispie treats, double doozy chocolate chip cookies, regular chocolate chip cookies, cakes in a cup, chili, potato soup, you name it. Great atmosphere. They have bands on Thursday nights. Come see them at Mama Goldberg's for a hot steam sandwich, Wally.
I can tell you.
Troy, Alabama. Okay, no blow. Old Jimmy,
George Strait, ain't it?
George Strait. I saw him in concert.
Well, I did too.
We already talked about this, haven't we, on the show?
I think we had-
Auburn University.
Oh, I didn't see him. I saw him at Birmingham at the.
Yeah, remember I told you Janelle was going to get us backstage because she had an uncle.
That's right. Ain't Janelle kin to him or something?
Yeah, got up there and that didn't work. Didn't get Janelle wasn't able to get us in.
Janelle
just fell through. She says,
Poor
"My uncle." We never got back there.
They probably said, "Who's Janelle?"
Well, it was good. It was a fun trip, though. It was a fun trip. Good concert. But he came to Auburn, Alabama, and it was the old basketball
Rolly
team.
Fingers is his name.
Yeah, I think it was.
Fasty Fingers or something.
Fingers. Something fingers. Yeah, anyway. Hey, NBA, tonight at 6 p.m., 44 minutes ago. 44 minutes ago at 6 p.m., the free agency period started for the NBA. And I put this on Facebook a couple days ago. I really believe that this free agent period this year will change the face of the NBA powerhouses. It is so many. The free agent. This is better than the NBA season. It's more.
There's a lot of drama going on.
It is more interesting right now than it is during the season to me because this is great. This is the front office stuff I love. You know, because I always wanted, be in charge of an NFL franchise or be an athletic director at Auburn or Alabama or Troy, or I would love to be a general manager of the Buffalo Bills or the New York Jets or something. That gets me going. I try to figure that stuff out. So watching this front office stuff in the NBA is better than watching them play basketball to me. But This is really going to change the surface of the NBA. I mean, it's fixing to be a changing of the guard. This is a big free agency going down today. Well, it's open today. It might not happen until tomorrow, the next day, or the next day, but it's open, starts at 6 o'clock. The top free agents right now in the NBA, Kevin Durant with Golden State. Now, you got to keep in mind with Kevin Durant, he's blown his Achilles. That is a 1-year rehab. So he will not play next year unless he comes back for the playoffs next year or something. So 1 year out. So he's a big-time free agent, but if you sign him, you got to rehab him for a year. So think about
Who's
that.
going to pick him up?
Well, that's what's making this so interesting, man. We got to see. Now, you know these guys are texting each other constantly. Hey, man, let's team up. Let's team up with the New Jersey Nets. Hey, man, let's team up. Let's all go to Golden State. Hey, man, let's all go play for the Clippers. You know, all these big dudes text each other, man. So it's kind of like, you know, when you watch Survivor, like the alliances. Who's teaming up with who? Who's texting who the most? Who's really got the alliance? So it's pretty neat to watch it. But you got
I hope Clippers get somebody.
J.J. Redick with the Philadelphia 76ers. Kyrie Irving from Boston. From Kawhi Leonard, who just won the NBA championship with Toronto. Kemba Walker with the Chicago Bulls. Klay Thompson also with Golden State. I'm going to tell you, if Golden State loses Klay Thompson and Kevin Durant, I'm telling you, man, this whole thing's fixing to shake up. It's going to be pretty good. And Al Horford with the Boston Celtics also. Horford, I saw Horford. I've seen him play in person. When we went to Boston to our conference, Hennigan and I went to a Celtics game. That Al Horford's something else, man. He's a great player. So these guys are fixing to change the surface of the NBA. They're going to team up somewhere. Now, of course, LeBron got his man. So they done teamed up over there with the Lakers. Because the Lakers been pitiful the last couple of years. They're fixing to be good. So now, what about that? Let me throw these names at you, Wally. You ready?
You can throw them out.
Free agency, NBA, free agency. Here we go. Listen to this, people. Jeremy Lin, Derrick Rose, Dwayne Wade, Vince Carter, Udonis Haslem.
Those guys played in the 50s, huh?
Let me tell you something, brother. Those names I just called out would have made a huge splash 6, 7, 8, maybe 9 years ago. Now they're just merely free agents. They're all in the twilight of their career. But they're free agents. Now, they're not getting reported on. ESPN's not throwing their pictures on the screen. Nobody's going, who's going after Dwayne Wade? Nobody, hey, they're just old, has-been free agents. But let me tell you why I put them on our show. Let me tell you why I added these people to our show tonight. Because, Wally, those guys I just called out, they could potentially bring a mature, the I've been there attitude, I've done it before attitude, the stability to a locker room full of Kemba Walkers, Klay Thompsons, Al Horfords. Those guys are mature, senior NBA traveled guys. Now Vince Carter, he's washed up, but he knows how to run a locker room. Mm-hmm. And that makes a lot of difference, man. Those guys are just free agents, and they're has-beens. They can make a difference. Talk about being an assistant coach on the floor. Exactly. There you go. One of those guys is going to make a difference somewhere. And hey, since we're talking about the NBA, I got to mention Dante Hall from Laverne, Alabama, who was so fun to watch at Alabama these last 4 or 5 years, has signed to play with the Detroit Pistons Summer League team. Now, that's not getting drafted, and he didn't sign a big, huge free agent deal right after the draft, but he did agree to play on the Detroit Pistons Summer League team, which may turn into a free agent deal. That's big stuff, man. This guy's from Laverne, Alabama. And he's going to play for the Pistons Summer League team. So I had to throw that out there. Move on to high school football. Charles Henderson attended, well, let's just say this. They hosted the Wiregrass 7-on-7 football camp this last week. And here in Troy, mostly over at the university. They were over at the university practice fields. But the Charles Henderson wide receivers the running backs, the defensive backs, linebackers, tight ends, and of course quarterbacks came out as camp champions. And let me tell you, Wally, they were better than Enterprise, Park Crossings, Dothan. That's the new merge, Dothan Wolves.
Pack Wolves or Wolves?
Just the Wolves, not the Pack Wolves. Robert E. Lee, Jeff Davis, Andalusia, Sampson, and Greenville. Boy, that's 8 pretty good schools.
Pretty good schools.
I am very proud of the Charles Henderson Trojans for coming out on top of that camp. And I know Coach McCoy is really proud of those guys. You know what I'm saying? And I texted Coach McCoy to congratulate him. And we kind of had a little text conversation. And he sent me some names back. And I want to recognize these kids. And I know it ain't football season, but I want to recognize these kids. On offense, Puka Jones was quarterback. He was a senior. Sean McKinney was a wide receiver. He's a senior. Jonathan Carter went as a running back. He was a senior. Barton Hicks went as a tight end. He's a senior. Javen Hill went as a wide receiver. He's a junior. Elijah Caldwell, wide receiver, junior. Jay Taylor, wide receiver, junior. And on defense, Tyrell Jones went. He was a safety. He's a senior. Stephon Stringer went as a safety. He's a senior. J.B. Sanders went as a linebacker, junior. Keyston Hill went as a linebacker, senior. Zeke Caldwell, linebacker, senior. Jaden Scott, corner, senior. Malcolm Hall, corner, junior. And the other notable players that Coach McCoy was telling me about were quarterback Cameron Foley, who's a junior. Jawan Boyd, who went as an athlete. Get this. Coach McCoy, the head coach of the high school football Trojans, asked an 8th grader to go to camp.
8th grader. That's incredible.
If you're an 8th grader and you get asked to go to camp, something going on right there. This kid must be able to run, throw, and catch. Something. I mean, so let's look out for Jawan Boyd. Mario Davenport, wide receiver freshman, and Khalil Carson, wide receiver freshman. And we just want to congratulate the Trojans and on their camp right there. And that's really awesome. That is really awesome that they come out of there as camp champs right there. And that's some good schools they went up against. Don't you agree?
Exactly, man. That's incredible.
I'll tell you what. Hey, what about Troy University? This is where the Trojans were. Now, they weren't in Veterans Memorial Stadium for that 7-on-7 camp, but Troy University announced they are getting new turf.
I need to go get some of that turf.
Well, I don't know. I was thinking that they should auction it off or something. Don't you think? You're going to replace your yard so you don't have to save the water bill?
Save the water bill, man. Yeah.
Hey, here it is. Look on the screen. This is the new Troy Trojans field, and the big notable difference here is the sword T, which is in the middle of the field to replace. And there you go. That's a big shot of it right there. The sword T, and I like that. I like the sword T. I've always liked the sword T. I thought more things should have the sword T. I really like that. What do you think?
I like sword T. Yeah, it looks better. I think the other design was just so like a gigantic national championship. You know, just gorgeous.
Yeah,
just huge. You know?
I agree. It was, but hey, I know Coach Lindsey is looking to put his stamp on his coaching tenure here, whether it be 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. But hey, he's trying to get his stamp. Like, let's get a new field. Let's do that. That's great. That's great.
Okay,
and best of luck to Coach Lindsey right there. And hey, if we have another break.
We got, I know, one more break.
We got one more break.
So we better.
So I want to do this college baseball at Vanderbilt. So let's get this one break in before we start on the Vanderbilt series. We'll be right back. Man, what's that noise? What are you doing with that air conditioner heating unit?
Deal, my air conditioner went out last night, and I tell you what, I watch YouTube, and I know how to do all this stuff now.
Wally, this could be really dangerous, man. You need to call Matt Johnson with Stone Cold Heating and Cooling. 268-0917. Licensed, insured, and bonded. You need to call Matt Johnson, Wally.
Hey, Neal, what does this red thing do?
Don't pull on the red wire. That could be dangerous, man. What'd you do? Don't pull on that red wire. Good gravy. Now you've done it. Call Matt Johnson with Stone Cold Heating and Cooling.
Neal, man, what have you done?
Man, I done messed up.
The wind got caught in that umbrella.
Man, I can't. Oh, no, here she
Hey man, you again? You already crashed my kayak yesterday and got an insurance claim about drowning in the surf earlier. Now what happened?
I don't know, man. Are you injured?
Yeah, I might have to call Jason Jones. What's that number?
You gonna need a splint?
A splint and some oxygen.
Call Jason Jones at Jones Medical. He's gonna need a splint for this injury on the beach. 566-1002. Medical injury at the beach. Can you believe it? Man, what are you doing with that pine straw down here in my Jap maple orchard?
Oh, Neal, man, I'm going to have your Japanese maple orchard look like Augusta International, baby.
Man, if you want your yard to look like Augusta International, you need to call Blake Turner with Turner Mowing, 465-0600. The grass is starting to get green. Everything's starting to bud. My Jap maples are all blooming. Call Blake Turner with Turner Mowing, 465-0600. Oh, my God.
Blake, where's your dad?
Made me come outside, the house flooded.
The house flooded. Are you kidding me? What in the world? What in the world, Wally? Man, 3 pipes busted, the house all flooded, Neal. You have got to be kidding, man. Why didn't you call Rand Anderson at Alabama Restoration, 371-5591? You wouldn't be wearing goggles and snorkels and slinging water out the front door? Unbelievable. Alabama Restoration, no disaster is too big. 371-5591. Give them a call today. What are you doing at Roadmart on 231 in Troy, man? What are you doing at tire? Oh, Neal, I'm going to put some 25s on this bad boy. Oh, Lord, 25? Yeah. They can make 25. Hey, they can do specialty rims at Roadmart here in Troy, Alabama. Hey, they also do brake work. They can change your oil. Anything under the hood here at Roadmart on 231. And they can even get Wally some 25s for his later. 566-3413, Roadmart on 231.
Those
That
dudes
right there.
got some mushrooms and hallucinations. Yeah, those boys from Georgia.
Let me tell you something, man. And they broke up, didn't they? I mean, they made
Brothers couldn't get along.
Brothers couldn't get along. Man, that is great music. I mean, that's incredible.
He married.
Black Crowes.
He married the girl.
How could they be brothers and not making millions off an album? And just incredible sound, incredible talent, and can't get along.
Got on some bad mushrooms or something. What happened?
The sad part is you're probably right. It's drugs.
Yeah, it's
it was
drugs.
drugs. But that was a great song. Talks to Angels. Hey, college baseball. How about them Vanderbilt Doors? Let me tell you something, Wally. I don't care what sport it is. When the SEC wins the national championship, I'm all behind it, man. I'm SEC, and the Vanderbilt. And look at this right here. 2019 regular season SEC champs, 2019 SEC tournament champs, 2019 College World Series champs, 59 SEC record wins this year, and they were the only team in the history of the SEC team to beat all SEC 13 teams in a single season. That is incredible, man.
Timeout.
And they beat Michigan. Now, I know, before you call timeout, wasn't it right here on the show last week that somebody said, I'll take Michigan in too?
That was me.
That was you?
Yeah.
All right, now come on with your timeout.
You need to put an asterisk beside
Which one?
the Vanderbilt. And I'm gonna tell you the reason why. Because they're private schools,
Oh,
and every
comes.
one of those players,
Here it comes.
every one of those players have full ride scholarships.
Michigan didn't?
No, because they're handicapped out where they can only get a certain amount of
here it
scholarships,
comes.
and they have to spread it out among the team.
That's part of the coaching, man. How you going to spread it out?
But Vanderbilt don't.
They can just give it full ride.
Yeah, they're private school. So how can like
I don't know.
if Auburn or Alabama?
I'll have to study up on that.
If Auburn would have had 26 full ride scholarships,
You think they would have done better than they did?
well, I'm just telling you, man. Just
So
look like Troy.
it's not fair because they're independent.
Yeah, it's just like Troy.
Yeah.
Troy, you look at their scholarship and how many did they get? They had to spread it out.
Gotcha.
So it's tainted.
All right, 30 seconds left real quick. Hey, you can still vote for the All-Stars, but here's the starters for the National League. Freddie Freeman, Cattell Martin, Nolan Arenante, Javier Baez, Christian Yelich, Mike Trout, Cody Bellinger, and Ronald Acuna from the Braves. Give us American League.
Gary Sanchez, Carlos Santana, DJ Lamar Yaya, Alexander.
DJ who?
Let's go on. Alex Bergman, George Pilant. Did you
Boy,
give me the
no,
big one?
look.
Christian Yulch, Mike Trout, George Springer, Michael Brantley, Hunter Pence, and Neal. You pulled a fast. You got the
Home
jokes.
Run Derby, Robinson Cano, Adam Duvall, Todd Frazier, Carlos Gonzalez, Will Myers, Corey Seager, Giancarlo Stanton, and Mark Trumbo. Thank you for tuning in tonight. We'll see you next week where Wally will read another list.